good news and a good question. Well, tomorrow you can get answers to your questions about sports injuries. Just call 653-5708 and you can record your question, or you can email your question to Roxanne Stein at rstein@scripps.com. The doctor will be in on midday on 5. Still ahead tonight on News Channel 5 at 5. He may look like just an ordinary elephant to you, but find out why. He's actually Palm Beach County's newest stud.
Okay, and guess who's back in the spotlight? What's millionaire bride Darva Conger up to now? On the fringe of fame all year long, guess what is back at it again?
You know her by the name of Darva Conger. Well, she's got a new job. You remember Darva? She married a multimillionaire, and that union was annulled, and then she posed for Playboy. Well, now Darva's a spokesperson for an online lottery company. She's been spending time in New York City's Penn Station promoting the venture. No word, though, on how much she's getting paid to do the job. What are the odds? A unique program at Lion Country Safari is aimed at helping save the African elephant. Take a look. We're going to introduce you to Bulwagi. He is one of just a handful of male elephants of his kind left in North America. Now, zoo experts hope to change that. As part of the nationwide effort, they're using Bulwagi as a stud. They're donating his sperm to other zoos where it'll be artificially inseminated in female elephants.
We hope that this is the wave of the future as far as getting elephants bred in captivity, so that the captive population of elephants is kept fairly stable without having to take animals from the wild.
Bulwagi has been taking part in the program since May. Good for him. So far, he hasn't fathered any babies.
Do you suffer from low back or hip pain morning after morning? Medical experts agree
to make sure your pets are protected from the disease. And there's a new push tonight to get the Firestone recall expanded. News Channel 5 at 5:30 begins right now.
Number 1 at 5:30. This is WPTV News Channel 5 at 5:30.
Good evening. I'm Shannon Cakin for Kelly Dunn.
And I'm Jim Wicks. We're going to begin tonight with mystery. They found him along a lonely stretch of Palm Beach County Road. A 16-year-old boy shot in the chest and left to die. Now the question is, who murdered young Joseph Posey, and why? News Channel 5's Gene Apodaca is live in the newsroom with this story. Gene?
Jim, so far detectives have little to work with. No witnesses, no murder weapon, and no suspects. It's a true murder mystery, and one the Posey family wants to put an end to.
I'm down to just wait and see what the people tell me. I ain't viewed my baby body yet, so.
Priscilla Posey just learned today her 16-year-old son isn't coming back home.
I'm trying to make it. Just praying, that's all I can do.
Yesterday, a motorist discovered Joseph Posey's body laying in the middle of the street here on State Road 700 in western Palm Beach County. Detectives say he was shot to death.
The death, we believe he actually was shot to death at that location. Now,
investigators say Posey was last seen in his girlfriend's late model Nissan Sentra. That car was also found yesterday, set on fire, abandoned at a park. Detectives still have not determined a motive for the shooting, but say they are making headway with the case.
There are some leads that detectives have acquired from their initial investigation, and we're trying to follow up on that at the present time.
In the meantime, Priscilla Posey finds comfort in the company of her family, wishing for only one thing, that the person who killed her son is brought to justice.
Find whoever hurt my baby. They ain't had to, whatever they had to do, they ain't had to kill my baby. They didn't have to shoot him.
Now, if you have any information regarding this case, you are urged to call Detective Mike Fincannon with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. His number in Belglade is 561-996-1689. By the way, Joseph Posey is survived by his mother and a sister. Live in the newsroom, I'm Gene Apodaca, News Channel 5.
He's one of the men who keeps the Port St. Lucie Police Department going. But tonight, Police Administrator Anthony Valicenti is fighting to keep his job. He says the chief wants to fire him because he blew the whistle on the department. But the chief sees it differently. News Channel 5's Gerald Nail has more.
Anthony Valicenti's lawyer says the longtime police administrator was a model employee for the Port St. Lucie PD.
My client has an excellent track record. He's been an exemplary employee for the Port St. Lucie Police Department over the years.
But in a memo delivered to the city manager yesterday, Chief of Police John Skinner recommended that Valicenti be fired because the chief says he can't trust him.
The chief has issued a 6-page decision which reflects that Mr. Valicenti's employment with the Port St. Lucie Police Department should be terminated.
Why was a cop with no history of problems with the department fired? Police say it stems from a threat Valicenti made against the chief after the department arrested and charged Valicenti's son for a domestic incident.
We processed that as we felt was necessary, and in accordance with law, apparently Mr. Valicenti felt that his relative had been wronged and expressed his feelings.
Not long after that, an anonymous letter sent to a city commissioner accused the chief of improprieties, triggered a 2-month DLE investigation of the chief and his assistant. The two were cleared, but Valicenti's lawyer says he's filed a lawsuit against the department under the Whistleblowers Act because the chief blamed the investigation on Valicenti.
The response of the administration would typically be, oh, those are disgruntled employees, those are bad employees.
Valicenti's future with the Port St. Lucie Police Department is now in the hands of the city mayor, but his lawyer says they will be making a full challenge to the firing in hopes that Valicenti can keep his badge. In Port St. Lucie, Daryl, News Channel 5.
The word on the street is now worth cold, hard cash, thanks to a new program in Palm Beach County schools. The Student Crime Stoppers program is upping the ante in the fight against school violence. And that means your kids will soon learn that stopping crime pays, now more than ever.
Palm Beach County's school police officers don't want the new school year to start the way the last one ended. So they've teamed up with Crime Stoppers, and they've made some changes to the Crime Stoppers student program.
Just the beginning of the summer, I went to Crime Stoppers to ask them if we could raise the reward amount for recovery of firearms.
And they did. So now the reward is up. It's $500 if the police get the gun. Students will still get a $100 reward for tipping off authorities about any illegal activity. And administrators at Forest Hill High School think the students will support the program.
I think it's great because any program that helps kids become more aware of what's going on, who they can turn to in time of crisis, will help the kids.
Very soon, you're going to be seeing posters on school buses, classroom walls, even inside lockers. Teachers hope parents will take notice of the program as well.
If everybody cooperates, especially the parents, if they get involved with their kids.
Crime Stoppers is funded entirely by private donations. When someone calls the tip line, they're assigned a number. The student takes that number to the bank to collect the reward. No names, no questions asked.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, there will be a live person answering the phone. They're not interested in your identity. They're interested in your information.
By the way, school officials plan to have the Crime Stoppers posters up in every school in the next 2 weeks. Students as well as adults can call Crime Stoppers with any information on criminal activity. And that's the number right there on your screens that you need to call. So remember, 1-800-458-TIPS.
Construction workers working on a restaurant roof started an alarming fire today. It happened at the Crab House restaurant on Southwest 18th Street in Boca Raton. According to the county fire department, the workers accidentally started the fire while using a blowtorch. There wasn't a lot of damage, but there was a lot of commotion. Firefighters evacuated the entire strip mall because all of the businesses are connected to the same roof. Fortunately, there were no injuries.
Palm Beach County Animal Care and Control wants to make sure that your pets are protected against rabies. So if you're worried about your dog or your cat, you should get them vaccinated. Animal Care and Control is extending its hours to help you out. And the reason for all this is that rabid chihuahua that officials found near Southern Boulevard between Haverhill and Jog Road. Now, you're going to find the Animal Care and Control shelter on Belvedere Road in suburban West Palm. It stays open 8 tonight and then again on Thursday.
The controversial Choose Life license plates are now on sale right here in our area. The Palm Beach County Tax Collector's Office has received about 700 of bright yellow plates. They cost an extra $20, with the money going to support services for women who plan to put their babies up for adoption. However, the National Organization of Women, or For Women, is suing to stop the sales, claiming the slogan Choose Life is religious and violates the operation of the state.
Want to switch careers? One of the best jobs that you can have right now is to be a nurse. They're in short some hospitals off job incentives in order to attract nurses to South Florida. Hospitals are offering everything from in-house child care to oil changes. At JFK Medical Center in Atlantis, recruiters are trying just about everything to attract and keep nurses. JFK's child care system provides summer camps for employees, and children can be picked up at a service during the school year and busing children from school to on-site care. Nurses also enjoy on-site car services.
Not too bad.
Not at all. And by now, the rush hour, speaking of cars, and the commute is in high gear.
For the latest on the traffic trouble tonight, let's check in with Bruno Moore. Hi, Bruno.
Good afternoon.